Hey guys, welcome to Joe Simonera Presents. I'm Joe Simonera. Does artwork have anything to do with how people watch your movie or how it gets sold and distributed overseas? Coming up next, just how important is your poster art? Well, I'd say there's two really important things in the movie industry, and one of them is your poster art, and second are your lenses to your camera. Those are my two things that I would say are the most important in this industry. But the topic of today is going to be poster art. I've been very successful selling films overseas because of the poster art that I use. I have excellent designers, and I've always put more than what I've had to. This is going to sound crazy, but sometimes I've even spent more on the artwork than I have to actually make the movie, especially back in my earlier days with making a whole bunch of shorts and stuff like that. Artwork is crucial because it's the first thing someone sees. All right, so let's just go back into the distribution process. So let's say you're working with a traditional distributor and they bring their catalog overseas. Let's just say they're dealing with, I don't know, Germany. So Germany doesn't screen every movie one at a time. They buy in bulk. So they say, give me 30 movies, give me 50 movies, give me 100 movies. And they go through the catalog. And when they're flipping through the catalog, they may be looking for a certain category like horror or something like that, but they're looking at the artwork because the artwork is what's going to sell, is what's going to make people watch the actual film. Look, how many of you have been on Netflix, Amazon, and you're going to go see a movie? That thumbnail, just like with YouTube, is really what's going to bring you to watch that film, to watch that movie. So I think it's very important for filmmakers to concentrate on getting good artwork, getting good posters. Now, what does that mean? Do you need to spend $2,000 on a poster? Let me tell you something. For Purification, which was my first film that I did, I paid almost $3,000 for that poster. I will never, in a million years, ever pay $3,000 or even a fraction of that anymore, because now I got hip to it. But if you go to Upwork or Odesk or several sites like that where you can find designers overseas who are just brilliantly talented, they can put together a great art form, a great poster art. Now, what about the name? How do you decide what to name your film, right? Well, the first thing I always do is look at the IMDb search. You never want to do a name that someone else has done within the last year or two on IMDb. I have always found that was a no-no. Crisscross names and search engine optimization and everything else, it doesn't work in your favor. And if you think you're going to ride the coattails of something like Sinister, let's say Sinister came out and you say, well, maybe I'll name my movie Sinister House. Doesn't really work. You're not really going to ride that wave off of that title as well. However, if you were doing the Hunger Games, and you wanted to ride off of the Hunger Games, let's say you had a film that was like the Hunger Games. Now, I don't say name it Hunger Games in New York or something like that, but if you did another poster of a girl with a bow and arrow, that would be a good move to get people to watch that actual film. So there are tricks to the trade. You have to be a little bit of a visionary to see what will spark people from looking at your film. Listen, the days of having some nudity in the film and a couple of beautiful women looking on the cover, that helped sell it for a while. Now nobody's looking for that. VOD outlets are steering away from nudity and stuff like that. So you have to be really creative with your poster art. Don't spend $5 on your poster art because that's really what's going to represent your film. That is going to be your arm extension to say, hey, go and see this incredible film that I just made, and then all of a sudden you post a No Frills artwork on the poster, and it's like, people are going to look at the poster and they're not even going to want to see it, much less some kind of a film buyer buying it. So the poster art is one of the most important things when filmmaking, especially for independent film directors, because keep in mind, both networks, distributors, buyers, and even people that watch it, that's really the first thing that they're going to say when they look at it. They want an attractive piece of artwork coming out. Now, you can also get some stock footage, have an artist work on it, but that's really very, very, very important. I'm surprised we haven't spoken about this topic on this channel yet. Oh, and by the way, do me a favor and subscribe, because my views are going up like crazy, but nobody's actually subscribing, but the people are coming back to comment, and someone said you better make sure that everyone subscribes. Just say that. So please subscribe. Going back to the poster art. Now, you can get really creative with the poster art. Fonts are very important as well. You want to use a creative font. Don't use a font that you can pick up off of Microsoft Word or something like that. Spend a little bit of money, be resourceful a little bit, and get an out-of-the-box font that's really going to speak volumes. And don't have the poster art so busy. Don't have a million things on it. If it's a show about comedy, highlight what that movie's about with the title, with a little bit of emphasis about what the film is. But don't put a million and one things. I've seen too many filmmakers try to put so many actors in there because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or they figure, let me try to get everybody in there because I didn't pay them that much. Don't. Your poster, your artwork says everything for your film. It's the number one thing. That's the first thing that people see to watch your film. Put your best foot forward and make sure that you're doing artwork that you're going to be proud of, that people out there are going to look at and say, okay, I want to watch this movie. Nobody is going to be thumbing through Amazon, looking at the video section, and they see this crappy poster, that you could have just drew yourself. I'm not an artist, but I'm saying, your crappy poster, nobody's going to be watching that movie. I can tell you that right now. The poster art sells. And, there's been plenty of times that the poster art's really good, but the movie sucks. But at least you had a chance for them to watch it, and you have a 50-50 shot whether or not they'll follow you and follow your brand and watch more movies, etc. Big fan of poster art. I can't express it to you enough. Spend a little extra money, spend a little bit extra time, and make a poster that's really going to speak about what your film is about. Make it attractive. Make it so that everybody who sees it is going to want to watch it, and the buyers overseas are going to want to purchase it. That's it for today. Lights, camera, action. Start that movie and distribute it today.